Hey, what's going on, Elite Seekers? Appreciate y'all jumping in. Hey, we are here to do a little bit of a fun thing that we haven't done yet. We're going to do a live draft. This is not a mock. This is an actual league that I just joined up this afternoon. Thanks to Marty. Shout out to Marty here in Canada. Super looking forward to this one. Some crazy settings there. Brandon, before we get into that, though, man, how are you doing? It's been crazy weather your way. We knew you had a big one coming. So how are you doing, man?
I'm good. I was just talking with you earlier. We are literally where I live. I live in Connecticut, and I'm about 15 miles west of where Tropical Storm Henry decided to jump on land this morning. A little windy, a little wet. Power flickered for a little bit, but we're good. We're good. It's still a little windy now. Now that it's kind of moved northwest, so now we're kind of getting some wind from the south. So the wind has changed, so the trees are coming. You can hear the tree branches a little bit differently now. The wind sounds a little different, but the best way to explain it was this morning it sounded like a leaf blower. That was the best way. Like when you turn on a leaf blower and it just kind of makes that humming noise. That's kind of what it sounded like. So it was pretty cool. I'm a weather guy, so I really enjoy it. Yes, Mike, two dudes who Mother Nature hates is completely 100% correct.
Yeah, facts. So he's got shout out to Michael here. He's referring to I've been dealing with the wildfire season up here in BC, and now Brandon's dealing with the hurricanes, and I think it's been crazy for the both of us for sure. So appreciate you, Mike. I don't know what kind of crazy weather y'all get in Iowa, but hopefully it's a little bit better. And so, yeah, man, when I called you today, Brandon, you had the lights off, and I'm like, dang, your power went on. He's like, nah, let me just turn the lights on. I'm like,
just turn them on.
He's over there having a moment in the dark.
Because normally at 5:30, when he called, so to put it straight, at 5:30 in the afternoon, it's normally not dark. Like normally it starts getting dark around 7:30 now here on the East Coast. Yep. But it was like pitch black down here. It was like darker than what Ben's screen is showing. So I had to turn the lights on a little bit just to kind of, so you could actually see.
It wasn't red. I mean, we had red last week or whatever. So
that's true. You got red sky.
It's crazy. It looked like we're out here in the Amityville horror or something. But man, we're happy. Michael ain't lying, man. Mother Nature will not stop Elite Seekers. We're here to make it happen regardless. So appreciate everybody who's jumping in. If you're here rocking with us, please like the YouTube, subscribe. That's really trying to help us grow this thing as we continue to do more, videos. And I think we're coming up with a little plan to bring you Elite Seekers live. Aside from the Friday shows focused on underclassmen and high school recruits, we're looking to continue to bring you live shows throughout the season. So we'll continue to work on that. We want to make sure it's something that'll be helpful, something that's fairly entertaining, as entertaining as these two guys can be right here. But it is wild. So shout out to Dan Made Graphics. He is the magician out here as well, making the Elite Seekers come to life with the graphics. And one of my good friends, man, just an amazing guy. So shout out to you, Dan. Marty, what's up, man? Marty, shout out to, man, we got to get all these shout outs out the way. Shout out to Marty, because if it wasn't for Marty, we would be going over probably just Trey Lance only tonight for the most part. And Marty said, hey, man, I got a league. I got to get you in. It's almost all Canadians out here. So let's get it going. So some interesting settings that we'll get into in a minute. So pretty stoked for that. It's an 18 league. So that'll be my first ever 8-team league. So I'm pretty pumped. It'll be fun. Looking forward to the stack. The lineup will be rolling out there for sure. Absolutely. So appreciate you, Marty. I'm glad you're rocking with us. And hey, let's get it in a little bit. Man, right as we're talking here, Trey Lance is making it happen in the game, or not making it happen. But what the hell? That guy has some crazy zip on these passes. Like, okay, get the interception out the way. I didn't even see it because we were already preparing for the show. But we saw everybody lose their minds, right? We got the interception happening. So yeah. So what happened on the interception? And then we'll talk about a couple of the other throws that I think were pretty dumb.
Yeah, it was a high pass, just like Jimmy G's pick. High pass, high throws. I mean, it's one of those things that, as a young quarterback, as he gets his feet comfortable in the pocket, he'll get there. I'm not stressing out about game 2 of the preseason. Just like I wasn't stressing the other night about Jamar Chase and his 3 drops. I'm not going to stress about Trey Lance and his high throw. Like, they're trying to evaluate him. They're trying to.
Yeah.
I think Zach Wilson said it a couple weeks ago in a presser, and I actually kind of agree with him. Like, you try stuff in preseason because it doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't, like, if you're not trying to build yourself and trying to make, like, I would be more concerned if somebody was 12 for 12 for 175 and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right. If you're playing a conservative route, like,
take this,
like, try to throw over the middle, try the deep ball, like, try the things that are going to, like, it's not like Trey Lance is not going to play. Okay. They threw 3 first-round picks. He's going to play. Like, so, you know, you're going to want to try some things a little bit. And yeah, I know people are a little worried. Little people are, like, concerned, scared, listen, he's competing with Jimmy G. We know what Jimmy G is. Okay. It's not like there's also some young, it's not like the RG3 Kirk Cousins days where you get 2 rookie quarterbacks going at it. Like, Jimmy G, proven vet. He's going to make a turnover or 2 every single game. That's just who he is.
Yeah. Switching it up, because we're going to talk about Trey Lance a whole lot this season. But my boy Jacob Harris got a little touchdown at the end of the game. You love to see it, man. He is so fast. He's going to be like just unguardable by any linebacker in the league. He is so fast. His routes are so advanced for that tight end position. Like, he's not, if you're evaluating him as a straight wide receiver a year ago, you're not going to be like, oh, he's just an unbelievable route runner. No, he's an unbelievable athlete with unbelievable size. And now when you talk about his wide receiver route running, even as average as it was in college, now you're talking about doing that in the tight end position. And I'm so excited because everybody's like, well, he's going to have to bulk up. He's going to have to learn to block. No, he's not. He's coming in to catch passes. That's all he's doing. And you know what? Blocking on the outside, where a lot of times he's going to line up on the outside to create some more mismatch there. He can block just fine if he's got a DB on him. Like, there's going to be no issues with that. He's not going to be in line. It's not his style. So I'm continuing to pump up Jacob Harris. I really, really believe that he is going to be a great one. It's going to take some time. There's going to be weeks where you don't. It's going to be a blast, man. What's your thoughts on Jacob Harris?
I like him. I like him as a prospect this year. I don't think that. Yeah. I think if you're thinking Jacob Harris is going to be the next Darren Waller, which I've seen that comparison, right?
Yep.
I think you also have to look at Darren Waller in the sense that it did take him some time. Now, again, the 100%. Situation was different. The situation was totally different with Waller. He had some off the field stuff that he had to address. And yeah, he's a taxi squad stash. Like, he is like, how we kind of have like these elite handcuffs to running backs or like a handcuff quarterback. Like, he's a handcuff tight end. Like, that is what his job is going to be this year. Like, if for some reason Higbee goes down for whatever reason, which is almost outside. Which is like probably going to happen because Tyler Higbee's not exactly the model of health.
Right.
Like, Jacob Harris can come in and give you a couple games where you're going to feel comfortable, or if you're like, I'm not really sure that's exactly like his ceiling is Darren Waller here. Like, he might be just like a fringe top 10 tight end. Well, you could still move him because you paid absolutely nothing for him.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see – my prediction is 5 to 6 touchdowns from him. It's going to be really spotty, but I think that if you get 5 to 6 touchdowns, 400-ish yards, right, with Higbee being healthy, that is completely possible, and that would be insane. It's not going to go out and win you a bunch of leagues, that kind of thing, but that's going to really set him up for the future and make them want to get him involved. I think that he can line up with Higbee out there on the field where you can have Higbee in a little tighter. He's a little bit better blocker. Van Jefferson, I'm not sold. Yeah, I know a lot of people love him out there and you either love him or you hate him. I think he's all right. He's just another guy that can run decent routes. But I don't love Van Jefferson. So I could see them, getting crafty and using Harris in that type of role. So we'll see. I do want to get into the settings there. You got the scoring for this draft because we are the live draft starts here in about 4.5 minutes. Yep, 5 minutes out. So perfect.
5 minutes out.
What are we looking at? It's 8 teams, 21 total. Yeah, it is.
All-star squads. That's what I like to call 8-man game. Because, like, really, what 8-man league has, like, everybody's going to have elite talent. So it's just a matter of which elite talent do you prefer the best. So I'm not going to give away all of our secrets that we talked about.
Yeah.
because there might be some people watching that are definitely going to try and snipe the guys that we want.
We see you, Marty.
So, yeah. So, but 20 yards per point for passing. So that's a little bit less than your traditional. It's normally about 0.04. That's going to be a 0.05. So there's a slight uptick there. 4 points per passing touchdown, -1 for interception. So, good quarterback play will be rewarded. 10 yards per point for rushing and receiving. So pretty standard there. Half PPR, pretty standard there. 6 points for receiving or rushing touchdowns. Pretty across the board there. 2-point conversions. And then fumbles lost is -2. No fumbles for just a regular fumble. So that's pretty cool. So we don't necessarily, when we're drafting our squad here, we don't necessarily have to worry about somebody who maybe likes to carry the football like a loaf of bread. And then we also have to pick a defense, and those are pretty standard. 1 point for sack, 2 points for interception, fumble recovery, 6 points for a TD, safety, block kicks are all 2, kickoff, punt returns are 6 points. So pretty standard on that. That might not be your IDP 1, 2, 3 kind of method, but it's a pretty up and down defense. Or we might not go defense. Who knows? We're not sure. We'll see what value is there towards the end.
That's what it's all about. I think it's just about going for that elite level ceiling, right, across the board, because you're going to be going against heavy hitters every single week with 8 teams. So should be good. Oh, what's good? Hey, how are you doing? I appreciate you jumping in. What's going on? Checking in from Twitter. There we go.
Yes.
And we are almost there. Andy Barons just popped up on the draft screen. I had to close them out there, but the draft starts in 2 minutes. So
got the number 2 pick.
So obviously, starting 2 quarterbacks, we got a decision to make. Do we go quarterback, or we start to look at some other position? I think quarterback. You can't hate going after quarterback in this type of league, but there's definitely some really, really strong running backs as well, right?
Yeah. Thanks, E-Plow. It's good. Good. Yeah, I'm through the storm here. We could go quarterback. We could go running back. I think with the format and the way it is, I'm not sure if necessarily quarterback.
See number 2.
Yeah, I think we take what's best value. I really like. I mean, it's crazy to think Christian McCaffrey 400 points. That's just it's very tempting, especially when you look at quarterbacks and most quarterbacks in this format are probably going to be somewhere in the 300 to 350. Those elite level. I don't know if maybe you could pull those up to see what a Patrick Mahomes or a Kyler Murray would.
Yeah, we playing though. Quarterbacks is playing.
They are in play. So I'm going to let you make the picks because it's your team. I'm just going to decide whether or not I'm going to see if you what you and I'll give you some insight. I'm sure the comments, this is only 2 minutes in between each pick, so this is going to go quick. But I know Mike, I know you're going to tell us what you want us to hammer.
Hey, I love it. Let us know in the comments who you
if you guys have a thought, we're not going to say who our pick is at number 2.
Marty said, that's right. I'm out here.
That's right. Man. Well, Marty's all the way on the other side of the draft, so I don't really worry too much about what's going to be left there for him. You're out of your element. Yes, I know. It's hard.
I know. This is a different beast. Marty's out here like, hey, man, I'm going to get you in this league. It's like there's one spot, though, so no pressure. You got to sign up now or never. And I'm like, all right, what's the settings? And he's like, oh, we got these other settings. I'm like, here we go.
All right, so we're on the clock.
I like a challenge.
CMC was taken as we thought he would be.
Yeah. I feel just too comfortable. I think you got to go after the stud Dalvin Cook here. So I am going to go ahead and draft Dalvin Cook. You definitely could look at quarterback, but I think in this format you want to have an elite running back. And if we wait too long, that could be a problem.
Yeah, especially with 8-man teams. I mean,
the
shelf there. I think many of us who are playing in fantasy football know that there's a pretty steep drop off after like that tier 2 of running back. So you want to make sure you get one.
Yeah, it's chalk right there.
Yep.
Dalvin Cook. I like the Kamara pick.
It's interesting that they have Saquon at 8. Yes, super flex. It's a super flex format. So,
is it 2 QBs and a super flex? Actually,
what
is it? I think it is. Hold on.
I don't know. You're the one. You got the.
I sent you the little settings there. Take a look.
Did you?
Yeah. So I think it'll be interesting, which I like.
There is 2. Yeah, there is 2 QBs.
Yeah, I like it.
And then there's start 2 QBs, start 4 wide receivers, 3 running backs.
3 running backs. Yeah.
A tight end position, and then
another and a super flex as
2
well.
2 flex, 3 flex, and then 3 flex positions, and then and then another super flex. So you can start 3 quarterbacks. Wait, what?
Yeah.
I've
never start 3 quarterbacks. Let's get it.
So why did we go running back?
No, I love it. I like Dalvin.
All good. Oh, and we got to start a bench, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is wild. Marty out here.
Yeah, is exactly what I was thinking. I'm trying to count all of this as I'm.
And if you're trying to get me in a league with you right before the season starts, when I already got way too many leagues, you better throw some crazy stuff at me that makes me kind of like, huh?
Yeah, this definitely makes me
for it. Yeah.
So we gotta. So what's like a 3 quarterback league? What do we call those?
Triflex. Yeah.
Super flex. So we got a triflex going on.
You know what though? I'm actually in 2 Devy leagues where you can start 3 quarterbacks. So
I mean,
been doing that for 8 years now.
Devy, cluster flex. Yeah, that's the PG version of what you call it.
What do you call it?
Cluster flex.
This is a cluster flex league. I like it.
Actually, you know what? That actually is one of those things that I know that's DLF. They've started what's called the Ultra Flex. I'm sure you've seen some of those.
The degenerate gamble flex.
There we go. We got to come up. I'm telling you, man. This actually might become like a kind of a league that I actually wouldn't mind.
This is kind of fun.
Right. Like start so 2, but you can also throw a 3rd. So if you want to go, like that's actually fun because then it takes because most super flex, right? We're going kind of back to like almost like formatting, right? Roster construction, right? Most people try to get 3 usable quarterbacks, right? You want to have your 2 studs and then like 1 guy that you're just kind of like, I need him for bye weeks, right? He's a bye week quarterback. But in this format, you could load up on 3 quarterbacks if you wanted.
Yeah, E-Plow with a great point. 3 QBs and an 8 team, still only the same as 24 starting QBs, so same as the 12-team Superflex. So it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy.
And an 8-teamer, that's kind of
much better. It makes a whole lot of sense for an 8.
We gotta pitch this idea to Ray.
You know what, Marty, if you're listening, man, where did you get this? This was on, I believe he heard this on someone's pod. They said, hey, this is like the ultimate settings for, I didn't even catch the rest right now. But yeah, Marty, chime in the comments.
We got to think about who we want to go here.
Yep.
I don't want to go wide receiver. No. I prefer to go running back. So it looks like Najee, Eckler, and Gibson.
Take a look at your.
I'll let you go.
Devontae just went.
Kelsey, it looks like Kelsey's the only.
Najee. So we could go Eckler, definitely not a bad play. I
like Gibson.
We could look at a Josh Allen in this format. I like a lot.
Let's stick with the running backs. Let's
I don't know, man. I'm gonna push on you. I'm gonna push back on. I think I'm gonna do this one because he could have easily gone in the first round. If we're playing regular Superflex 12 team, he's gone first round, right?
It's good value.
You got the rushing upside, right? So definitely like the ability to get the return touchdowns. But the running backs you're looking at,
Gibson or Eckler would be my choice.
Yeah.
So do you want Gibson or Allen? I mean, I guess here's
how many. What was your PPR at? It was half PPR or full PPR?
It's half, so it's not. See? So maybe we go Allen.
I'm gonna go Allen just because I think he should have been gone already.
And here's the thing: if he doubles up on running back, then we just go double up on quarterback.
Yeah.
And we take Lamar or Dak. Nope, he didn't. He He took Kyler and Diggs. So now we can go either Eckler or Gibson, because once those two go off, the shelf is like down to Clyde.
Yeah, I think with the half PPR, I think I like Gibson a lot more, man. Really.
No, I do too. I'm just thinking out loud. Like, we don't want to go quarterback because
or you rock Josh Allen and Lamar in this format, which is kind of dirty as well.
Yeah, but we can also tier down one and go to like Ryan Tannehill and be okay.
100%. Yeah, I'm not gonna be greedy. I like getting Josh Allen there. I think Gibson's the play, man. Well, yeah,
yep.
I feel good about Gibson. Dude could, who said it? To the moon. I'm
to the moon. That's right. And now we've got our RB2. Now we've got our second RB2 slot.
We're going to the moon. Gibson to the moon. I'm here.
So now we just see what everybody else pulls in. They're probably gonna go.
Hey, E-Plow ain't lying. We got that RB1 and QB1 in one pick.
In one pick. Look at that. We got 3 RBs in one shot.
Yeah, man.
But going back to Jeff Ratcliffe, that's who. So shout out to FTN. But DLF has this new strategy with Ultra Flex where you can pretty much put anybody anywhere.
Yeah. So I've seen that too. Yeah, that's crazy.
So shout out to Ryan McDowell and the team over there.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Moody and all them. DLF.
Let's see.
So there we go. There went Lamar. That kind of makes sense. Maybe this triggers a run because you had Kyler and Josh Allen, so everybody wants to scoop up. Yeah. I wonder if Dak's. I mean, Marty, you taking Dak? I'll just call you out because I'll just call it out. He's got it. Somebody's going to take Dak here. Somebody's got to take Dak. I know I've seen people getting a little leery with Dak's shoulder.
Yeah, me, I was a little bit, but
I saw him throw a pass in preseason and warm-ups yesterday. It was about
the pylon.
20, well, no, it was actually on the money, but it was about a 28, 29-yard pass in the air. Looked pretty smooth, looked pretty comfortable. So, I mean, when we're talking about how many times do you really push, I mean, I'm just trying to think. He says that would be crazy. What's crazy? Taking Dak and on the 3-4 turn? Come on now.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Marty's ready. He's doing it. He's going Dak. I can feel it. He's just trying to blow smoke right now.
All about psychology and stuff.
It is.
All about psychology. I didn't realize we have to start 4 wide receivers. Good grief. It's a lot. But I like that format. I like it, though. It makes you think because it did. Sorry, we're going back and forth. We're well, y'all don't see behind the scenes. We're trying to make this all make sense. Because we got somebody in. We don't want to, tip our hand here.
Who just went?
Clyde just went. Clyde just went at the 304.
Results.
Yeah, I'm not off the Dak train. I like Dak. I think that offense is going to be really good. They got the offensive line is healthy for the first time in a while. Zeke looks thinner. Mm-hmm. Hopefully Cooper is healthy, but I know everybody wants to ascend CeeDee Lamb into the stratosphere in Dynasty World. Facts. They do. But
you see how everybody listening to us now? Nobody wants to touch Eckler.
That's right. Nobody wants to touch Eckler. It's like PPR. They go Calvin Ridley. Listen, y'all want to leave. Listen, y'all want to leave. If y'all want to leave Austin Eckler to us, we will perfectly take him at our RB3, and we will run those 3 out there. We'll run Gibson, Eckler, and Cook all on y'all. But
I like it.
Maybe, you know what? We'll talk about this piece at the end when we're finished. We'll talk about what we talked about beforehand.
Which piece?
What our strategy. We'll talk about that at the end. We'll talk about that at the end. What we're trying to do here.
I like it. Damn, we've already been rocking. We hit the 30-minute mark already.
What's that?
30-minute mark already.
Oh, 30-minute mark. Oh. Yeah. We're just having fun. That's what this is. That's what we do. That's what we're trying to do with these. We're not trying to, if you guys got a question.
Marty, no pressure, Marty.
No pressure. Come on, Marty. Oh, well, he doesn't have to take Eckler.
He don't.
Joe makes it.
Oh, he's taking Dak right here. Oh, did Dak go?
No, Dak didn't go. Russ went over Dak. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. But if y'all got a question, no, seriously, drop it about preseason, about training camp, what you're worried about, what you're not worried about. Drop it in the chat. We'll talk about it at some point.
Don't botch this pick, Marty. Dak. Oh. There it is. I told you.
He had to take Dak. He had to.
Yeah.
He had to.
I like it.
There's DeAndre. We're going to get a run on quarterbacks here.
No.
Or we're going to go on wide receivers. Everybody's going to, or is everybody going to panic and take their wide receivers because they got to start 4?
Nah.
There's
so many wide receivers. I'm not even worried.
I know I'm not worried. I know we're not worried. I'm just saying because there's a start 4 of them.
Oh, Surge. Oh, well, man. We're not.
There goes friends. The guy that you wanted.
Yeah, there he goes. Bye-bye. Good job, Surge. You got the wide receiver 1 in round 4.
Timeout. Did he stack? Did he stack Russ with Surge?
He might have. Did he?
I think he did.
It was dirty.
Should have saw that one.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all good though.
Yeah.
Adam tried to trade me Lance for Higgins, Rondale, and Matty Ice. So yeah, that's how I'm doing. Okay. Well, that's a lot. Is that dynasty? That redraft? And redraft, maybe I'll take that. I'll take that and run to the bank.
2 more picks. Who are we gonna see go here? Oh yeah. Hey, we're solid right now. Super solid. CD Lamb. Woo. I like it. That's spicy.
I like it. Like I said.
Yeah.
Dynasty Superflex. So that's what? 2 back-end first-round picks plus Matty Ice for Trey Lance, Mike? Is that what you're thinking? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's a good opener, but I'd want more.
Oh man.
All right, are we up on something here?
Let's see. And your turn is next. Who? Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Okay. That was the last
All right. So the guy that we want is still there. The first guy.
Yeah, I saw that. But could chance that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we could go that, but then
I think
right.
Let me see who here real quick.
I mean, I wouldn't. That's a tempting quarterback at the top, though.
Yeah, no, I think I might do it.
Yeah, and then maybe take the best of the 2 options we have left.
Yeah,
because he's not going to take both.
I mean, Herbert, super flex. What are we? Round 5? Round 4.
Yep. So we took Herbert. We decided to go Herbert because we know that the person that's in between us is not going to take both of the people. Yep, he definitely did it. Nope. Now we got to think. All right, so let's do a quick vote in the chat. Who we taking?
It's easy money. I'm doing it.
All right, all right.
I ain't no vote.
There's no vote.
Yeah, nah.
Vote was
hell no.
10,000 votes.
Hey, we talked about this early on. I say either we go get our guy, one of our guys, or we just wait and we punt. And you know what? He was there, so I'm all in. Cool little 1,100 yards, probably 7-9 touchdowns somewhere in there. I like it.
Yeah, we were debating between Kittle and Waller. And we knew that we wanted to get out there.
I'll come back to that question. Because I'm going to try to scoop some of them, and then I'll tell you if I get one.
Expect to outperform their ADP for redraft. Can you throw up the quarterbacks that we got right now that are left?
That are left? Yeah. I told them we'll answer that one at the end.
I know. I just don't remember the quarterbacks.
Yeah, there you go.
and where their ADP is at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Some solid options in there. I like it. Some solid options.
Yep. I've got one. I'll give it to you.
My team. So yeah, currently we're rocking with Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Dalvin Cook, Antonio Gibson, Darren Waller.
Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit.
On what?
No. Go back to our team.
What's up?
we need a quarterback. We kind of we screwed ourselves.
Nah, not in the 18. We good,
bro. Look at week 7. We dead.
We take 1 L. 1 L.
Are we just gonna sacrifice and go all in?
We're gonna go.
Right? That's a strategy that people use, right? Like,
hey,
I'm just gonna if I'm gonna take an L.
I don't really care. Yeah, I don't care too much. If my team's gonna be loaded, my team better be good enough to handle 1 L because I screwed up on bye weeks. Like, I'm trying to win in the playoffs at the end of the day.
There you go. And that's a strategy, right? So like that's the thing. People actually do that, right? Like, I want to try to either position out my bye week so that I don't get killed, or I'm just going to load up. I had played in a league with a guy last year. He loaded up, I think, was it Tampa Bay had week 7 last year, and literally he just loaded up on like everybody who was week 7. He didn't even care.
It's it. Like, why? To me, like, why would you care? Like, if you can build a team that if you're like, I'm going for it, I'm competing, it's redraft, go after it. Like, 1 week ain't gonna hurt you. Like, I get it. If you're not confident in your drafting skill, I'm confident enough that I can absorb. Like, give me a loss on purpose, and I'm okay with that, right?
Well, and
but I also like to draft a lot of guys late. Like, my style has always been, let me draft a lot of guys late that might not help me a lot in weeks 1, 2, or 3. So it might look like that bye week's going to destroy me, but then down the road, obviously quarterback's going to be a little different. Superflex, so you're not going to have as many options. But for any other position down the road, hopefully somebody else has stepped up by that time. And dang well, we're going to be working those waiver wires. So definitely not too worried right out the gates.
Trey Lance did throw a touchdown at the end of the second quarter. Had nice. It went to Muhammad. No, Sherfield actually got a 41-yard bomb.
There you go. He's fast, man. Wasn't he doing that for? It was the Cardinals a couple years ago. Just getting random bombs here and there.
So now Trey Lance's line looks at 5 for 10 for 67 yards, touchdown and a pick. Okay. So again, back to what we were talking about all the way at the beginning. Everybody was freaking out because he was 1 for 5 with a pick and was throwing darts at the wide receiver coaches on the sidelines. Like,
yep.
And now all of a sudden, look, he's just fine. 5, like, who's going to even get mad with that kind of night?
Yeah, exactly.
So everybody needs to hit the brakes when it comes to looking at a couple drives. I think that's something that. What's up?
Look at that. Marty went Daryl Henderson over Chris Carson. Marty, tell me about that one, man. That one's that's spicy to me. I think it redraft, bro.
5 redraft.
I'm a Seahawks guy, but Chris Carson is every single year. He's just disrespected in redraft. It's crazy to me. So,
Chris Carson is the running back version of Brandon Cooks is to wide receivers. Like is always right.
Jake Funk's trying to eat a little bit out there in LA, man. I see him. He's trying to steal a few touches this year.
If you are not a member of the Destination Devy patron squad that we all hang out in, Ray Garvin did a study on Xavier Jones a couple weeks ago. Like, that dude's got some talent. I think I kind of pooped on him a little bit during it, and Ray tried to be like, yo, bring it back in.
We next.
We next. Look, Josh Jacobs, like, it's a spicy one. J.K. Dobbins is there. I don't know how J.K.'s still there.
Oh, man. Quarterbacks, too. People out here disrespecting the quarterbacks in this league, too. I like it. DeAndre Swift. That's a good pick. I actually like the Swift pick. I
just literally texted into I just put a message and I was like, Swift, question mark?
Yeah. I still like Dobbins, though. I'm not as down as everybody else is. I know Lamar's there.
And when
I know you're not going to – Gus is there. But compared to the drop-off that we're looking at,
Yeah, like the shelf that comes like after running back 15 is pretty pretty bad. And there's still
But
a lot of wide receiver talent there.
you go up here, you go get Tommy boy.
Or Tannehill.
Yeah, I like
one.
Brady for sure more this year. But yeah, Tannehill's solid. Or I mean, you could even wait a little bit, probably.
We could wait. I mean, there's a lot of guys. I think we can wait on quarterback. We've got our
get a
safe
running back. Yeah, who you like?
let's
I'm
lock
thinking
up.
JK.
I like JK.
He's gonna give us some steady. It's gonna be our running back 3. I'm good with that.
Yeah. That like if he's producing somewhere between the 9 to 13 point range at running back
team,
3,
man. Everybody's gonna eat. I don't care. Gus is gonna eat. Lamar's gonna eat. JK is gonna eat. And we're talking about our running. I would be happy with JK as my running back too, to be honest. I know people are down, but Swift was a good pick. I really like Swift. I would have gone Swift.
Yeah, and I think somebody's listening to us because they heard us because they took Tannehill. So now the question is, do we go running back and go with Miles Sanders? Because I think that's really the only option that I would even consider in the top 5 or 6 of that range.
You know what? I kind of want to go spicy, and we've talked about this, and there's been ups and downs, but I think I'm going to go spicy right here on that one. What you think?
You going?
Do it, Mr. Miles Gaskin, bro.
Like I mean, Miles is there.
I know what people are saying. But I got to see firsthand what Miles Gaskin did at the University of Washington, and he's nice.
Is there anything that would tell me no?
There's not. No, not yet.
Yeah,
there's not. I already looked. Yep.
Take Gaskin.
I feel it. I get it. But you know what?
Yeah.
F the
Sorry,
haters.
Mike.
I don't even care.
Sorry,
Miles Gaskin, man. I'm here. I'm here for it.
He looked good yesterday, from what I read.
Bro, you see how everybody got quiet? Everybody want to say something the first week. Malcolm Brown. Like, come on, it's preseason. Like, nobody's doing any. Like, everybody's trying something. I'm telling you, Malcolm Brown is Jordan Howard this year.
I think I said it in one of our first. Thing like preseason, just for the win kind of things. That Malcolm Brown is the Eddie Royal of running backs. And if you've played fantasy football long enough, you know exactly who I'm talking about when I say Eddie Royal. And for those of you who are watching and have no idea who Eddie Royal was, that man would play for the Chargers and would ball out the first few weeks, and then all of a sudden you would put out an all points bulletin on the side of the milk carton looking for him, like wanted. Where did my wide receiver go?
Hey, Mike, you don't like Gaskin or what do we do to you?
No, that's his love for Miles Sanders. That's his.
Okay. It was close for me. Damn, Philly is a shit show. But hey, we might make up for it later for you. I don't know. We'll see what's up.
I'll say this much. I think the reason why a lot of people are down on Miles is because of Kenny Gainwell. And rightfully so. Right, Gainwell, that's his problem.
Kenny G is better than Savon Ahmed and Malcolm Brown. So I feel less threatened by those guys than I feel by Gainwell. I think Miles Sanders, I actually think way too low. He is a huge value. So I'm definitely with you on that one. That was
40. That's
the way it could have gone for me. But I'm very high on Miles Gaskin. Like, I really believe he is going to have a hell of a year and potentially, especially now with this drop in value, like he was getting up there a little bit in the drafts. But then all of a sudden, preseason week 1 happened or whatever, and people just threw him out the window. And I think he has the potential to be a redraft league winner type. I think a lot of
people like to look at Miles Gaskin's size, right? That he's a little bit smaller in frame. I think he's 5'9", 205, somewhere in that frame size. And so he doesn't fit your analytical prototype, right? You want him to be 210 plus.
Yeah.
He hasn't jumped the course.
Yeah, you're not lying, man. But we know the corpse of Jordan Howard will be gone by, what is it, week 3, week 4, whatever it was last year. And then you got Boston Scott there messing around still, too. Boston Scott has been getting some good reviews. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I do like Miles Sanders, though, for sure. Like, he was right there in that tier, so I don't want you to think that it was like Miles Gaskin way.
Yeah, that's just a preference. And both of us have been on record.
For me.
And both of us have been on record being very high about Miles Gaskin.
Yeah,
I've been on record saying
put my money where my mouth was.
I believe Miles Gaskin can be a top 10 running back fantasy-wise this year. I really do. Yeah. And where he's at right now in this ADP, we got him in round, 7? 7-2. So we got him at pick 58, 59?
Yeah.
I mean, and he was probably about running back 16, 17 off the board. I mean, there still was some room for value. Could we probably have waited another round? Probably, because
there you go, Miles Sanders. There you go.
Could have went right there. I mean, Miles Sanders could. I mean, it's just one of those things where you kind of have to think about it, right? You got to put like Ben said, we got to put our money where our mouth is. Both of us are pretty high on Gaskin this year. We're not worried too much about Salvin Ahmed. Not too much worried about Malcolm Brown or Jared Dokes, who's like the preseason darling.
So they got Myles Gaskin like projected for just over 1,000 total yards here, and I'm more in the probably 1,300 to 1,500 total yards. Like I really am that high on Myles Gaskin. So
I am there too.
He could be on the field in every aspect. He does get a lot of the goal line, short yardage stuff at his size. It's because his legs are so damn strong. So
I think that's if you're gonna poo-poo Myles Gaskin, you're probably already poo-pooing guys like Rondale Moore too, right? Smaller, and this is something actually we've talked about, I think, somewhere, maybe not on a live stream, maybe it was in a group, but the whole concept and idea of how offenses are, BMI is like one of those big thresholds in there.
I love this. Hey, DK would have gladly been taken there. What was it, fourth round? I wouldn't have taken.
Yeah, we were taking DK fourth round. If
I was just trying to be cute.
Stay on brand.
So it definitely, I think DK is going to be the wide receiver one this year. I said it. So it's all
but you
good.
look at like guys like JOK, right? That just came out from Cleveland Browns, who many of us are pretty high on. I mean, that dude looks like he's shot out of a cannon, but he's not exactly a huge dude either. Like defenses are getting smaller as well, right? We're starting to see more of that 3-3-5 shell that is becoming kind of the thing, right? Where you have that extra DB, the extra secondary guy. So if the extra secondary guy is small, because he's not going to be a 6'3", 245-pound linebacker, he's more of a 6 foot, 200-pound.
Damn, that's gross.
Whoa.
Whoa. Dang. That's all right.
Whoa.
Keep it moving.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah,
who is that? We need to know who that guy is.
That's rough. Browner, bro. Oh man. That's tough right there.
Lenny, when like there's a couple guys that I even are
talking
there.
Jacksonville Lenny coming out of LSU, okay. But this is now Lenny. And I'm afraid Lenny is going to be behind two guys as far as touches go, behind Rojo and behind Gio. And we talked about this.
Yeah. No, man. You should just take Keyshawn Auto next time. That's right.
It's okay, though.
But back to my point about Gaskin, I think 1,000 total yards is kind of slapping his face. What are you expecting? Like 750 and 250 breakdown?
Yeah.
Like that 750 yards, that's like 40 yards a game.
All right. We are up, sir.
Oh, snap.
And I think it is let's see what we got.
I think it might be time for us to consider a wide receiver, or
I'm not there yet. I'm debating right here.
Actually, that guy, or I was going to say we can really screw this whole thing up and take another tight end.
Nah,
I don't think we can do that. What's in the quarterbacks?
There's no premium, so I'm not happy with
what's
that.
in the quarterbacks? What do we got?
That was the only other position I was looking at.
Stafford, Burrow.
Or we wait a little bit.
Yeah, we could get spicy and go Lance if we really.
I say we take a running back right now.
I think we can just go back to the running back. Well, yeah, but I think we take somebody
here or here for me.
There or there,
because actually, this schedule is nice at the end of the year.
Or we could go the other way on that running back on that backfield, because I'm really high on J-Rob. But it's your team, so if you want to take ETN,
I can't do that. No, I can't do that. But if you're that high on J-Rob, then we can go this one, because I think by the end of the year he'll be cooking. And that schedule is soft at the end of the year. That run schedule.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like
do that, or we can go.
But it is PPR, so you know what? Go ETN. It is. I think that's probably what's going to sell.
It's half PPR, right?
Half PPR, so it's not like a full one.
So are we doing this or are we doing quarterback? What do you think? 20 seconds.
I think we go ETN. Go ETN. That's fine. Don't do Trey Sermon, because then Mike's going to throw some crazy comment in here because he hates Trey Sermon. So let's just keep the comment.
ETN, we're playing ceiling plays, and this is a ceiling play. So
you gave it away. It's all good. We're at this point in the draft now. We're in upside season. It's all good.
No. I mean, we gotta know the upsides, right?
So
we
funny
out
story.
here.
Did you see the one? Did you see? We're going to the college side here for a minute. Did you see the one kid that? Did you see the one kid that declared, and his dad said where he was going?
I don't know, but we're on the clock already.
Really?
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna go Joey B. I
Yeah.
want Joey B. I know staff there. You know,
5,000 yard upside. 5,000 yard
staff?
upside. No, well, both. I think both.
Look at this is disrespectful as hell. Really?
That is disrespectful.
Lies. All lies.
Would it be surprising?
I believe. Joey B. Let's go.
Well, and here's the thing: like with Joey B, he's our QB3. We don't even have to use him. We could just choose to use him.
Joey B. I'm here for it. Joey B.
Yeah, I mean, we could have taken Joe B, or we could have left and wait and took Tua later on, but that's fine.
Shit,
we could have. Wouldn't have been the end of the world, right?
Yeah. No, but I think the upside with Joey B.
But again, upside.
The ceiling. I love Tua. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Tua. I think
that's a disrespectful projection. We need to talk.
We
need to talk to Mr. Troy King, who's now on writing staff on Yahoo. We need to get him in there and that.
Andy Barron's popped up on the video. I might just need to hit up Andy. Like, what is going on, man?
What is going on, my guys? That is disrespectful. 3,500 yards. Come on now. I know Tua had a bad season last year, but some of that was because of his arm and not being strong enough because he couldn't push with the hip. Come on. Yeah. That's just silly. Yes, Mike, we're going to probably hammer some wide receivers here.
This feels just like my Scott Fishbowl 10. Not going to lie.
Yep. I think this is becoming
Scott Fishbowl 10 was what round? I made it to so we're there.
You made round 10. Round 10.
No, round 10 was my first wide receiver last year. It was Michael Gallup, and somehow I finished 8th out of the entire.
How is TJ? I mean, I get it. We got
it works. Mike, that's for you, man. It works. Round 10, my first wide receiver last year in Scott Fishbowl. Made it. We're to the finals.
Pick 69. Nice. And we still have Hawkinson, Pitts still on the board. These guys must hate tight ends. Not saying that they're extreme values here because there is no premium.
No.
But you start to look and it's like, well, I mean, if you pulled up the wide receivers.
Hey, I'm going to go grab another beer. You got this for a minute.
I can't pick, though, but that's okay.
I know. No, we got time. That's why I looked.
All right, go. But when we're looking at this, this is kind of where our strategy was. We knew we didn't want to take. That's okay. Higgins at 703, though, is okay because that's what? Pick 77, 78. Like, I think this is kind of a good model and why you kind of can wait on wide receiver. I can't scroll down, so I don't know exactly what's left there. Yeah, they're so deep, and it's not even so much that yes, they are deep, but wide receivers, like once you get past the top, they're kind of almost like tight ends, right? So like you look at the elite guys like Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins. My brain is starting to fall apart here. Calvin Ridley, DK Metcalf. Like once you get past like that shelf of guys, like you go to like this, like there's just it's almost like tight ends, right? Like once you get past the tier 1 of wide receivers, there's just like this giant like mass of wide receiver 5 to like wide receiver 40. And you pick a handful that you kind of like and hope for the best. One guy that is, I don't know if he was taken, and I need to. Ben's got this, and I don't want to say it because Marty's up soon, so Marty will be. Who's on auto draft already? Good grief, we got a guy on auto draft round 9. He's just like, I got my guys and I'm out. But when you look at our squad here and you look at the team, there goes Debo. So that's fine. I mean, I'm looking right now at the wide receivers: Jamar Chase, Robbie Anderson. Yeah, wide receivers 2 produce 80% of wide receiver 1s, and wide receiver 3s are like 70. Yeah, that's probably about right. I saw a stat today Ryan McDowell put up. It's crazy with a guy like Deontay Johnson. He's had 32 career starts, Ben. 10 of them have been wide receiver 1 weeks. 10. He's had one wide receiver 2 week. The rest have been wide receiver 25 or worse.
That's wild.
That's wild, right? 32 starts. So in 2 years, the man has literally, it's just insane.
Kyle Pitts at round 10. That's nice right there. That's a solid pick.
That's a nice turn.
Yeah.
Marty took Damian Harris. Who else did he take? Who else did he take on the corner? Tua?
Tua and Damian.
If you were picking between Woods and Kupp, which are you going with and why? Woods.
Damian, man. Okay, Marty, I see you took the RB2 in New England there.
And why do you have this is the after hours.
None, man. None. Zero.
He's got the fires out there.
You have to subscribe to the Patreon though to get the rest of that.
No, I'm going with Woods. I like the rushing upside. I like the consistency that it gives. Kupp is nice, but I think I feel better with Woods. I don't know about Ben, but I feel better with Woods than I do with Kupp.
Over Kupp? Oh yeah, for sure. I think like Woods gives you that little bit of rushing, rushing upside as well. Like, I don't know, man. Kupp he's from Washington and everything, and I still can't get behind it. Like, I blame Matt Donnelly, Dynasty Vipers, for I just can't draft Kupp now because he told me last year how Cooper Kupp was so much better than DK Metcalf going into the season. So, hey, okay, that's my reason why I can't go Kupp anymore.
I mean, that's very valid.
Shout out to Dynasty Vipers. I love them over there.
Matt Donnelly's a good dude, though. Good dude. It's a good dude.
Best mustache in the game.
All right. Sorry, I'm looking at. We got to start this. We got to start the second half, and Trey Lance is in the ball game. And
Trey Lance, here we go.
He's moving the ball. Well, he was moving the ball until holding penalty, so now it's 1st and 20. But
all right, we are up in 3 picks, sir.
Probably need to go wide receiver, I think, at this point, unless we feel spunky and want to go hammer some more quarterbacks and running backs.
Why not?
I mean, depending on what the value is, right? It's value.
Yeah.
It's all about value, and this is redraft. This is not dynasty, so we do not need to worry about. I mean, unfortunately, I don't want to take the highest rated guy that they have up there and Jamar Chase because I just don't know what his chemistry is. Now, it'd be nice to have the stack, but do we need to stack? I guess is the question. Do we want to stack? But he might go in these next 3 picks. Oh, there goes Big Ben. Look at that one, round 10.
That's crazy.
That's
absurd. You were having a good draft, and then you did that, man. What the hell? Jeez.
He cooked himself.
He saw the OnlyFans comment and said, "Let me get Big Ben real quick."
Let me get Big Ben.
Oh, let's see. Well, Browner's like, "Well, I don't want to get talked about for my pick again after the fiasco." So he's thinking this one through. He's taking it all the way to the.
He's gonna take it all the way to the end.
He's gonna let it. He said, "Let me just blame Otto on this one. I'm going all the way." All right, so let's quick review here. We are Kenny Galladay. He said, "I want what you're smoking." All right, so we're rocking Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and Joey B at quarterback. Running back, man, we're sitting nice. We got Cook, Gibson, Dobbins, Gaskin, Etienne. I like it. Got Darren Waller, the difference maker at tight end. And we forgot there was wide receivers in this.
Yeah,
league, so no, not really, but we're okay. We're rolling the dice.
Yep. I think when you look at our team, we were very intentional about 2 QB1s. We actually potentially might have 3 by the end of the season if Burrow actually does what we think he's going to do.
Yeah. I'm about to I might bolster that a little bit too. We'll see. Depending on what happens right here. Yeah, I think so.
You want to go 4 quarterbacks? Why not?
Yeah, why not?
No, there
just
goes
more for an upside play though, right? Yeah, Jamar Chase. I like that right there, round 10. Don't hate it.
I feel like I know who you're gonna go with, but yeah, it could be fun. Might have to bear down a little bit.
Just hit you the comment on there so you can check that out. All right. Yeah, he took that auto advice.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I mean, or we could also bear down if we want.
Oh, yeah. See, perfect. Well, it is my turn to draft, and that is what I wanted to happen. I'm going Trey Lance.
But that was the one we wanted to go with.
That's my fourth quarterback. I'm going for the upside play by the playoffs. So it is, that's the high bear down.
QB4. If he starts towards the end of the year.
That's all I'm saying. We are like sitting pretty at quarterback. We got some injury protection there.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah, we forced it.
So what do we got left? At wide receiver? Is it time yet?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter yet. Well, I also don't want to be paying. I also don't want to be starting Darius Slayton either.
We might. Ooh, that's a nice pick at wide receiver, Jerry Jeudy. I like that.
That was who I was actually. I wanted to get him, but
that's okay.
That's my Calvin Ridley, DK Metcalf guy that's gonna blow up.
Yeah, I like that. I actually would have. Yeah, that's a snipe right there. I think
we were talking about it last night, right? We were talking about it last night. Jerry Jeudy. We were talking me, you, and Jordan Richards, Jay Rich. We were talking about Jeudy had 52 catches, and if he got up to 85 catches, would it absolutely surprise anybody in the chat? Absolutely not. And so you're looking at Judy's air yards, very similar to one DK Metcalf. Yeah. He was, I believe, 5th last year in air yards. So if he gets 80, but let's go back to the we can then talk about him.
I'm kind of looking at so we got obviously Robbie's an option. OBJ is one that kind of stands out. I'm probably not in on Sutton because they got so many weapons right now. Although that's not a bad play either right now.
No, I'm probably
play. OBJ, it looks solid. And then I was also looking at.
See, I was looking more if you want to go Juju or Gallup. Those would be my two options in the format. Because Juju, half PPR, Ben's got like 0.75 seconds to get the ball out. He had 97 catches last year.
Yeah.
That's the only wide receiver. We got 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
It's either that or we go slam running back again.
I did it. Trey Sermon. Okay. 0 wide receivers. 0 wide receivers.
Over Chase Edmonds and Javonte?
Yeah.
Like we're going upside here.
I did. Look at the schedule end of the year. I'm big on it. We got Trey Lance and Mr. Sermon. I think it's going to be interesting.
Good thing we didn't take Ayuk or Kittle either. We would have really had that.
Yes, I totally agree with that. Although E-Plow, I think we're starting to get to the point where I think it's not going to matter with Jeudy. I think either way, he's just getting so damn good and he's so open. So I think
telling you,
it's going to be interesting.
Hits 80, 1,208, shocks nobody, and he goes from wide receiver 40 to wide receiver 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Like
how many points I got riding on the bench? A lot.
Yeah, Sermon's going to ride the pine probably the entire season in this league. But
if he gets hot at the end, man, or if Mostert goes down, then you could be looking at a massive payout.
Trade chip.
Yeah.
This league, it's going to be a trade chip.
Yeah. Dude, we literally could start. How many flex did we have? 3 flex plus 3 running backs. So we could be starting 6 running backs if we really wanted to in this league.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, and there's still running backs on the board that I would totally start. I would 100%. Start Javonte later on.
Your boy J-Rob that we talked about like 18 rounds ago is still there.
Yeah, J-Rob's there, which he'll probably go up. I guess Trey Lance just did something. Hold on. Our resident.
Yes, he did. We just drafted
him. Touchdown to Travis Benjamin. Man, that guy's still in the league.
Oh, he's around.
So all of a sudden, Trey Lance went from 1 for 5 with a pick to now 8 for 14, 102 with 2 touchdowns and a pick.
Kadarius Toney about to be your wide receiver 1.
Yes. So I'm feeling better about Trey being our QB4.
Robbie, I like that pick there. Robbie's a good pick.
I think what people are starting to. I think here's the thing with leagues, and this is not a knock on Marty. So Marty, don't take this super serious. Don't take this to heart. We've never met. We've probably never even talked outside of this. But wide receiver in most leagues are not, if it's not a specific league targeted towards points for wide receivers, you can do exactly what we're doing in just about every single draft.
Yeah.
Because there's almost no reason to draft.
Except get DK.
Yeah. I was saying when you
went off, off screen,
Yeah.
went to go get your
Yeah.
beer because you're just wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Wide
My
receivers,
short shorts on.
right? Your short shorts on. You got your jock strap and the short shorts. He's ready to play, coach. Wide receiver after like the first tier, after the first handful, it's kind of just like wide receiver 5 to 55. Like take your handful of darts and throw them, and you'll probably get one or two that are right. That's just the reality. Whereas with running backs or with quarterbacks, you kind of got to be in the top tier to have an advantage.
Yeah.
That's just the reality in it. Like we can punt wide receiver and we could take a handful of these guys, and you're going to get weeks with them that are going to be.
We're sitting here in round 11 and OBJ is still there. Like, I get it, but he's still the wide receiver 1 there, So
yeah, he's still going to have weeks where
you're talking about freaking the 11th round. That's just insane. It just makes no sense. So it completely shows that, yeah, you might not get the guys that you choose that you want, but if you're just scrolling through this, look at Serge knows Odell Beckham.
Serge knows he's listening. He's one of the guys in the chat. I'm convinced.
Yeah,
he's
Serge. Hey, say what's
Every
up.
Every guy we've talked about, he's taken. There goes Javante.
Yeah.
Now Marty's going to take J-Rob because he's going to snipe us. Do it. Just take him from us. Just do it now. Don't make me have to sit there and take him. Yup.
Marty with the clutchness. I like it.
Now Marty's going to take a wide receiver and force us to take Kadarius Toney as our.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? One guy. All right, so we're looking down this board,
we got
this is why you stack in running backs and not go for wide receivers, because like, if you can do me a favor,
Brown, I like it. I like the Antonio Brown pick. I do.
I do like Antonio Brown too. Like, show us the wide receivers first.
Just looking here.
If you can.
Might go get one later again.
Yeah, we might need to go get a 5th quarterback. Who cares?
I might.
We can.
Doing that in my other league. I'm getting cussed out today. I told you about it already.
Look at this wide receiver group, right? Michael Gallup can definitely put a wide receiver 30 season together. DJ Chark has already shown he can put a wide receiver 20 season together.
Yeah.
Devonta Smith's going to lead the Eagles in targets. Laviska, they're like, you look at, there's still so much value. Now go look at the running backs.
Yeah.
Now let's look at the running backs, and you can see why we took 6 of them. Like
Darnold's going, and this is where we start to eat up that value, right? This is where
you're looking at
we start to make a big time comeback.
Like David Johnson, yuck. Melvin Gordon, yuck. Mostert, yuck. Michael Carter, yuck. AJ Dillon, okay. Gus Edwards, okay. Connor, yuck. Moss, yuck. Drake, yuck. Like it's like yuck city right here, and so now, like. We can still be we're still going to scoop up a whole bunch of value here, and we don't have to worry about, well, do I need to take Melvin Gordon because I only have 2 running backs because I went all in on wide receivers. That's all.
Here, checking out my wide receivers.
Just told you which ones I liked.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, we just ain't going in that running back pool. I don't think there's much value there. I mean, I told you who I liked in that pool, but I don't think it's time to pull the trigger there unless Marty starts taking them from us because he's listening. He's just going to start taking. He's going to take Gus just because.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too, Mike. I like that one. That's a sneaky one, right? Like, he's the Chris Carson of wide receivers. Brandon Cooks, for I think it was 3 straight years, 3 straight teams, 3 straight wide receiver 1 seasons.
Crazy.
Like he's good. Yeah, he's a little bit smaller frame, so he gets cracked in the head once and he's done. But they gotta throw to somebody. And yeah, he's one of the most disrespected wide receivers. I like him. I like him there. I mean, there's Mostert.
Yeah, I got you.
Is he still there?
Yes.
He is.
Yes. I'll do it.
Do it. Come on.
We have one goal.
Ooh, Corey Davis. That was a good one.
That was a great pick. Corey Davis.
That's a great pick. But we got to take him because it's our turn to draft. We got to take this guy.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Find him. I don't know how he's still left. I know some people. This is
because I had to scroll.
Some people, this is absolutely
Michael Thomas, wide receiver
pick.
1. Yes, he's ahead of schedule. I know it's not pretty, but when you're not drafting your first quarterback until what was that? Round 13, round 12.
Round 12.
That's fire.
When you're going Yuck City for a while,
doing them. Don't matter. Slant boy all day. Someone's got to get some passes.
Oh, there goes Devonta.
That's all right. We're up.
Yeah. What do we want, though?
Michael, yes. I thought you would like him just because y'all shared a name. That's why I did it. I did it for you. Damn. All right.
What else we got?
All right. I'll make up for it. I got you.
Now I got you,
Michael. I got you. Brandon Cooks, just for you. Try to make up for it.
Just for you. But look, he's projected 191 points, 1,000 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You take that. You run with that to the bank in round 13.
Watch Deshaun mess around and play this year, and then what happens?
Quality of targets. Yeah.
I'm with it. I get it.
I mean, my thing with him, here's the thing with Cooks. Yes, just when you think I'm out, we got you.
Yeah, he's right. All right, back to you, Bob.
Like quality of targets, yes, I totally agree. Quality of targets there are probably not going to be ideal, but
when are they going to be in the lead? Ever?
That is the thing. Like they're going to if Deshaun Watson is not the quarterback, which I saw somewhere today that it's very possible he's not on the exempt list. But do they play him, or do they not play him and try to make sure he stays healthy, and then they try to trade him in the season, or do they play him? And if they do play him, Cooks becomes even more valuable because Tyrod is just going to throw it very short routes. And that's what Cooks is at this point in his career has actually become really good at, is kind of catching the short routes and going. So if Tyrod's the quarterback, then I think Nico Collins probably gets the short end of the stick. I think if Deshaun's there or whatever quarterback they trade Deshaun for is there, then I think Nico becomes a play potentially like as a last round in redraft. I don't know. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Because I think that's fair.
Because everything we've seen is that Nico's done well in preseason. Brandon
Cook's probably going to get hurt at some point. Unfortunately, that's what it is. But at this point in the draft, he's the dude that if he's playing, I'm like, okay, he's either going to give me 70 to 100 yards, even with trash targets and a trash team. He's probably going to give me 70 or 100 if he doesn't get hurt in that game. That's kind of how I look at it. It is a gross pick, 100%. I'm with that. But hey, man, like I just took Michael Thomas right before that. It's a gross pick as well. We're not even going to see him for the first, 5 to 6 weeks, somewhere around there.
Trey Lance is officially done for the night, by the way.
Good. Let's rest our future star.
8 for 14, 102 with 2 picks or 2 touchdowns and a pick. And he also had 1 rush for 8 yards. So overall, not a terrible. Overall, 110 total yards tonight, 2 touchdowns, 1 bad pick. He hit the wide receiver coach, Brendan Stokely, on the fly. That dude's got some zip on his throws. Like, Lance got cannon. I'm really excited to see, once they finally decide to put Jimmy G out to the pasture and just give him the clipboard and say, hey, it's been real, but it's time for us to go. So we're up in 3 picks.
Yep, I'm just checking out some options here.
I think I think we take pick of whatever. I think we take whatever.
Yeah, we're probably on the. Oh, I can't do Jay Rich's boy though. I'll tell you that right now.
Who? DJ Chark?
Yeah, can't do it.
No, all right. So then it's between Visca and Marv.
I think. Yeah. Well,
Marv, I know I crapped on. I know I pooped on Marv in
Mike. Let's go. Give me those stats again. I like it. Let's go.
Yeah, I like Marv. I think Marv ends up. No, I'm not taking Tyler Boyd. Get out of here with that junk.
I am. No, that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm gonna do if he's there.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you got to have Nah, you don't really. It's an A team. That's true.
I mean, it's upside, and we'd have the stack.
It's not upside. There's no upside. He's
not,
more of a consistent guy. No, he's like
you know what I was gonna say. If you want to go upside, we're going. Will
I don't
Fuller.
care about the stack in the 8-team start. Whatever.
There goes Chark. There goes Daniel Jones. If you want to go upside, we can go.
Laviska's probably more upside.
Laviska's definitely more upside. Will Fuller, I think, has a sneaky good season.
I'll go a little bit. Yeah, I believe in Chase though. Still, Michael, I agree with you on that. But I think Tyler Boyd's a great like Jarvis Landry type dude. I think he's gonna get you like really consistent numbers. But I'm not in on him for the upside. I might reach a little bit here.
You going down the list?
I'm gonna do it.
Your guy. Which one? No, not that. You're going all. No.
Hold on. I'm not. I'm just looking. Just leave me alone.
You are not going. I know who you're thinking. That was just past your clicker there.
Yeah. Just
not yet. Not on him yet.
I'm gonna go.
I just put him in the message. Was it? Tell me I'm right. You know that you were gonna do it.
No, I'm gonna.
Nah, he's got a guy, and I'll tell you once he gets taken or we take him, I know it's coming. I think you got to go Viska. Okay. It's either Viska or Boyd.
I like Viska a lot. No, I like it.
We are taking that guy though in the round. Like if we got to choose between.
The wasteland, bro. You never seen Aladdin? That's where you can find some diamonds in the rough. Okay, Michael, you just chill with that. You just keep that negativity on the outside. I don't even know why I'm putting your comment on the screen right now.
Viska keeps that week 7 tank on point. That's right.
I didn't even look, but I love it. Yeah, week 7 for sure. Who's got me in week 7? Marty. I know it's you, Marty.
Marty rigged it. He's got it. He's got week 7. He's got to have week 7. Going to the elephant graveyard like a king.
Man, and I'm dancing like I'm a hyena, and I've been there before. Let's
go. Yeah, Ed.
Yeah.
Ooh, Zach Moss.
We out here with the Disney references for days. I like it. All right.
Receiving. Ooh.
Yo, this team is nice, though. I think we're about to finish strong because really there's a ton of talent left where we need it to be. So that's where it's at.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a lot. Yes, Mufasa.
That's right, Ed. Another one, man. Sheesh.
Wow, we got some time here. This has been fun. This is fun. Maybe we should do this. We should do another one of these. Maybe for free, but maybe we do one of these in the season.
I still need to start my Elite Seekers one. I feel like I got to get that out there tomorrow to everybody just to see who wants to sign up still. My Elite Seekers Debbie one, but maybe we can do some sort of twist. Maybe I'll do one regular slow draft and maybe I'll do one fast draft, a Debbie fast draft. That would be dirty.
A Debbie fast draft, but don't do a slow draft at this point in life.
I mean, I could do a slow draft at like 4-hour clock right out the gates.
For Debbie?
Yeah. Well, because at the end of the day, the NFL side has to be picked. And then Debbie could go into the season. Doesn't really matter.
It's true. You could do an NFL fast. Now. You could do an NFL fast and then Debbie slow. You could do both.
Like that. Yeah.
It would be fun to do a redraft best ball. Drinking that starts with the OnlyFans reference and ends at Disney movies. Yeah, that's true. We're versatile here.
No, if you didn't know, the reason that OnlyFans had to rebrand themselves is because they're actually bringing Disney on board. So that's all it was. You just didn't get the news yet, Michael. That's all.
You see, flexibility at Elite Seekers is prevalent. It's like one of the. You gotta be flexible. What is going on here? Zach Wilson. We are not even. Tyler Boyd just went. Probably because he was the best wide receiver left.
I mean, he's been the best wide receiver left for the last 4 rounds, so it was bound to happen.
I mean, Michael Gallup's nice. That's upside. Don't talk about upside.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some ugly picks in there, like Mike Williams. I mean, he'd be okay. Marv, he'll be okay.
Mike Williams, man, I bought the hype early in the offseason. I don't know what I was doing. And then he got hurt, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's Mike Williams. Like, what am I doing?
Yes, Mike Williams.
Snap out of it. Any Mike Williams fans out there?
I'm hoping that the next Clemson wide receiver that's going to fly up the leaderboard that has injury issues does not become Mike Williams. That's Justin Ross. Can I just say that? Man. I really hope he stays healthy. I hope like this whole back surgery thing is the end of it.
Aren't they saying they're saying he's going to play slot this year now too? So it's a big slot now, which is not the end of the world, but I don't know. That tells me. I don't know.
Tars is going to be playing the slot.
Yeah, don't sleep on EJ Williams out there in Clemson. EJ Williams.
Nope. Nada's got a hamstring pull.
Yeah.
That dude's always got a dude's got
oh my God. What's the other dude out there? Lined up across from Nada. Yeah, Latson.
Frank Latson.
Frankie.
They got talent, man. Then you got Will Shipley and Lynn J. Dix.
Jared Goff. Browner, how you feel about that Jared Goff pick? I know you love it.
Cinderella about to get to the ball.
That's my guy. I love it. How many? We're 9 picks away. What is Serge doing? I blame Serge. That's it. You always got to watch the guy that doesn't capitalize his first name. Like you always have to watch him. That's the one. That's Serge.
Do you know any of the other guys other than Marty?
No, I know Marty. Okay. They're all gonna hate me right now, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say
a lot of hate tweets right now.
But Marty taking Marv. Look at him. And Gio. Like that's a good pick. All right. Gio's a good pick. We talked about him earlier off camera.
I like Gio better than Lenny this year. Yeah, I said it.
We were saying earlier if Lenny
David Johnson. Nope. Hey, oh my God. Just so you know, Philip Lindsay. Yeah.
It's
third string now.
No. That's third string. But if Gio Bernard, back to Gio, if Gio could be what James White was to Brady in New England, we pulled up his stats earlier, right? He did 200 plus points in 200 plus points in his RB6 season, and then he followed it up with about a 167.
Look at the chat.
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
Defense, who did that? Oh,
we got defense is going around 16. We got 4
that's funny.
rounds. But we're saying that even James White followed it up with a top 20 season at running back, and that was almost 10 points a game. So if Gio can be the guy that gets 4 catches for 40 yards a week, something like that, gets you 70 to 75 targets, and ends with about 8 to 10 points a week. It's not a bad option, and he's basically free right now. It's our turn to draft. We don't even know who we're drafting.
Do we do Fuller now? No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta go.
Okay.
It's all right. It's already my mind's made up.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, go him. Yeah, that's fine. How many wide receivers we got? That's 4 now, right?
That's 3, I think.
No, 4. I mean, we only have
Cooks, Thomas. Oh, Chenault. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's 4.
Oh,
I like Nicole Hardman here. That's a good pick.
Listen, this is a free roasting of a league.
Marty, you glad right now, but we're gonna go over your team at the end here, Marty.
Yeah, we're gonna go over teams at the end. And now Waddle to complete the set. Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I mean, Waddle or Fuller.
I had a heart attack when that happened. Oh my goodness.
Waddle or Fuller?
Nah, you already know. He's not lying. It's my guy.
You almost clicked the other guy.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You came real close.
I think you almost saw the wrong thing. That's what I think. Come at me. Marty said, come at me. Marty knows.
Maybe we take Rager on the backside just for fun. Actually, we got, 3 more picks left?
4.
4. We got 4 more.
4.
All right. 4 more. I think we've now got 5 wide receivers. We probably only need 1 more.
Yeah, Marty can take it, man. He's out there from the East. He's on the East Coast. Like Atlantic East. He's farther than you. Marty, you got that hurricane storm coming in your way as well?
But where's he at?
Halifax, I think. Halifax.
Oh, yeah, that'll probably hit him tomorrow.
Yeah.
He literally brushed right past us.
Oh no, he's in New Brunswick.
Okay. It'll still get it to him.
He's from Halifax, though.
Yeah, no, that thing went last night. They said by the time I was going to bed, actually this time last night, they had it coming right at us, and then it moved.
Yeah, New Brunswick.
About 30 miles east, and that was all that we needed to not be on the windy side.
Dang. So Marty's like an hour past you, I think.
Yes.
I think he's Atlantic time.
Yeah, he's on late night club.
Hell yeah. We good so far. That's good, man. That's good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, Brandon's in Connecticut, so he just got a little bit of the storm. Nothing crazy. Just some crazy rain, right? Some little bit of wind.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 inches of rain in 2 hours, something crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
A lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see.
11.
Yeah, 11
All right.
p.m.
No, it's not our time yet. Not even close yet. Browner should auto pick right here.
Yeah, Marty's tired now. It's past his bedtime, so he about to start making some silly picks. I promise. It's coming.
He's gonna take Cole Beasley. Sterling Shepard.
Damn, that's sad.
He's gonna take the wide receiver 1 of the Giants.
Oh,
sad world.
Crazy. We gonna be good though. Look at this.
We probably do need to take a backup tight end.
Yeah, I already know we on the same.
But I know where you're
going.
But
literally, I'll just wait till the end, probably.
Yeah.
I got a good. I'll send it to you. I got one in mind.
Late night elite.
Let's go, Dan. Come on, man. Dan, we ready, man. Oh yes. Dan, I know. I'm getting
Goddard.
Better, I'm getting better.
I found out the other day. I did not realize that Dallas Goedert is on the final year of his deal. Did you know that?
Nope. Yep. Actually, I did know that.
So we've been talking about Dallas Goedert possibly taking over the Ertz throne. And what happens if both of them are gone next year?
Marty said, "Let me get Mac. Let him get
Mac Daddy." Got that arm. They're getting the arms warmed up.
Michael Carter. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
If you like third string running backs, that's fine.
Oh man.
Just kidding. Nah, that's not a bad pick at this point. 18th round. That's we're good. I'm not mad at that.
You could get Tony Pollard. In 5 years, it'll be Goddard's team.
True.
5 years. Which team though? That's the question. Who's going to be the quarterback?
That is crazy, huh?
Right. Like, that's one of those things that I started to think about. Like, well, what happens if Goddard decides, you know what, I don't want to be an Eagle. I want to go get a ring.
Is that a shot at Michael? What are we doing?
I'm just trying to be honest. What happens if they decide to take Ertz and say, Dallas, walk?
Damn.
Becomes instantly.
Michael said Marty's been making silly picks. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Where's Marty at? Marty said roast me.
Patrick Mahomes and Dak. All right. You can't really fight those two.
Keenan Allen. Cool. Tyler Lockett. Okay. If you like second best. Deontay.
Okay.
It's not bad. Antonio. I can't really hate it. The Darrell Henderson was probably the shit pick. That was funny to me.
That draft looks like it's bad the second he picked after he went Saquon. Like, who's taking Joe Mixon? Then we go home with Swerve as your tight end.
Oh, who took my boy Ruggs? That's okay.
Yeah, somebody took our boy Ruggs.
I ain't too mad. That's what I was gonna take earlier.
That's what we were gonna take. That was the guy that he almost.
I bullshitted and waited until whatever round we're in, 18th round.
If there's been a guy that Ben's been pumping to me for the last 3 weeks.
Ruggs is gonna go off. Good pick. I like it. We'll trade you a 19th for him.
I'll trade you Trey Sermon.
Hey. Oh man, how you feel, Michael? How you feel? What's Goddard gonna do? He gonna do anything? Nothing this year, huh? Doo-doo.
How he's gonna find a way to sign Goddard at $1 million against the cap, having 5 void years. Cap is a myth. That is a fact.
We are up, sir. Will Fuller just went finally after being the number 1 guy on the board for the last 15 rounds. That's okay.
Literally.
I kind of want to go another running back. Is that crazy?
What do we got?
I was looking at Pollard.
Yeah,
you know,
that's Richard Rodgers will carry us. That's
it's
great.
more of like a home run. You know what?
Um,
Nah, I might go. I like the year 2 breakouts a lot.
you know,
And I don't like this
back up.
player a lot, but I think that there's a great chance that he has a really good year and gets 1,000 yards.
running.
think?
You know, I was actually thinking a guy that was a
Gross,
little
but it's 18.
gross, but there's actually a guy I think that's actually a little bit lower that you're going to probably tell me no. He's still not on the board yet.
I got
Still
you.
not on the board yet.
Well, I was thinking
the board.
we could do it again.
He just came up on the board and he's gone now.
No. Yeah. Hit me on the chat. We got 40 seconds. Richard Rodgers. Yeah, he might. Richard Rodgers, the dude, coming back from the dead. Ooh, I like that.
I'm just saying.
I think I like the other one
but I
better.
think he's still going to be there.
Yeah. No, 100%.
So then go.
So I'm going to go the one I was saying.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah, you go that one. Yep.
I'm going Michael Pittman. Don't love Michael Pittman. I love Michael Pittman's opportunity this year. Second year breakout, a lot of stats behind it. TY is still there, but he's a lot older. So I like it. Michael Pittman, it's a great pick right there. We got another guy that's a potential wide receiver 1 for his team. Not late.
Yeah.
We're really proving this strategy here.
Howie will convert Dillard tennis to Cam Pluckett. It's got to lose like 50 pounds, but yeah, that could happen.
I thought he was just going to skip straight to wide receiver, but who knows? Maybe. Marcus Callaway, that is spicy as shit.
Ooh, I don't mind that one,
bro. It's an 18. No, it's spicy. I like it though. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's not a dumb pick at all. It's savvy. It's savvy. No,
especially when you're thinking.
I told you on tight ends. Literally, look at that. I literally could just. I might not even take a second tight end.
But
real.
We should take the one. But the one that I put in the chat is pretty solid.
No, I honestly think that's a waiver. I'm telling you.
All right.
Well, look, we're almost out. I agree with you in a normal league, 100%. I don't know what it is about these damn ESPN and Yahoo drafts. They're always like that.
Is it our pick?
It is. Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Oh, so are we going with the guy? Are we going with my guy then? Or no?
Hold on, let me look. Wait, is the other one still there? No. Oh my God, it is. Should I?
Which one? Go for it. I don't care. It's your team.
I'm gonna wait on that guy.
It's actually a kid's team.
I just took Bateman. Late season upside.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, so many of these damn rookies broke out last year. I did it in Scott Fishbowl. I just literally threw a bunch of rookie darts at the end of the draft, and a couple of them stuck. I had Brandon Ayuk and T. Higgins both stuck, right? So, hey, I'm hoping. Don't say Troutman to the moon because, like, goddamn Jawan Johnson is getting more play than Troutman right now. It's crazy.
Adam Troutman to the moon.
Jawan Johnson.
Adam Troutman's going to be Adam Troutman's going to be the tight end that everybody wants to be Tyler Higbee from like every other year, and is going to massively disappoint.
He's going to be Tyler Higbee, that one tight end that pisses you off because he didn't do what you were hoping to do, and you can never predict the week that he has a good one.
This team will not be 0-10. It will not.
Yep. That's it. We only got to get in the top 4. That's all it is.
Imagine saying
top 4 makes the playoffs, bro. We in there.
So now that we're pretty much like done with this, one of the things we talked about before is we wanted to go upside. We've already said it like 10,000 times. And when you're in 8 and 10 team leagues, that's all you're doing, right? Like I remember talking to Ray GQ about like 8 and 10 team leagues. And one of the things he says, listen, you're going to always have elite talent. Everybody has elite talent. Like everybody has it. Like we roasted Marty and Marty had Saquon and Mahomes, right? And Dak. Yeah. Like he had some straight studs, and you're trying to put as many studs into your lineup as you can. And then you supplant it with upside. Like, and that's what we did. You look at our quarterbacks, they're studs. Like tight end, stud. Running backs, studs. Wide receivers, not studs. But we have a potential one.
so yeah.
Like-
Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Michael Thomas. Won't see him till probably after the bye week at the earliest.
Yep.
Cooks, Chenault, Boyd, Dalvin, Gibson, Dobbins, Waller, Gaskin, Etienne, Sermon, Burrow, Lance, Elijah
Man,
Moore,
we really
Waddle.
screwed ourselves week 6 and 7.
All right, we're taking 2 L's. I don't care.
We take-
Actually, a lot of these where we said late season,
Yeah.
like maybe more earlier. I think he'll be early on. He'll be a little bit later. So really, it's just that week 7, which we could patch up right here. To be honest,
Yeah.
like right next one we could.
Yeah. I mean, we could also go one quarterback. Who cares? Actually, no. Burrow's not week 7.
We could pick up the one that we're not even sure we'll play this year, and then just drop if we needed to. Right?
Could.
That's not a bad play.
Not the worst.
And then then they come out and they're like 6-week suspension. And you're like, oh my god, I got a top 5 quarterback with the last couple picks. Like,
that's funny that he's still there. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna take Deshaun Watson, but that's really funny that he's still there.
Yeah.
That is really.
Hey Marty, you can't because you
can't
have
take
a pick between now and us right now.
You could try and trade picks. You could have 19. You could have 19-7 for.
Hey Michael,
no,
Michael, I think Trey Sermon is going to be a lot better than people think. He's cutting down a little bit on weight wise, and I talked to Rashad off the record. Rashad Whitfield, Footwork King. We talked on the phone about Trey and his thoughts around that. So some inside info, man. I think Trey Sermon is going to be a dude. I think the issue for me right now is they like to play the committee game, but Mostert is that home run hitter. I think as the season goes on, you're going to see Sermon bust out. So I hear you coming out, but that was before I talked to Rashad, and once I talked to Rashad, and again he's gonna talk up his guys in the 40 years. I'm not too worried about it, man. He keeps those feet moving. Like at the end of the day, when me and Rashad were talking, he said he's just got to make that first guy miss. He make the first guy miss, and even though his long speed isn't crazy, then I'm looking at his ability to start and stop, like to get to his max speed, which isn't a great max speed. We know that he does really well at accelerating. So he can make the first guy miss. He has those feet keep moving. Once he takes contact, he can really push through. But his vision is plus as well. So there's some knocks on him, but I think the 49ers did their homework, and I think they know exactly what they're getting, and I think they're going to put him in great position, especially when Trey Lance is on the field. Like that makes it so much harder when you have the running quarterback alongside that guy. So it makes him look better. But
that's what I was gonna come and say. I had 2 points. One,
the
Shanahan has tried to utilize the really quick guy, one cut zone read. He's tried to use that quick guy, bringing in Jet, bringing in Mostert, bringing in Tevin Coleman, right? And look where that's got him. Every one of them gets hurt every single time. Like they're not dependable options. So if he's a little bit slower, then it's fine. And yes, I do think Elijah Mitchell will end up being worth something in that offense. It's just going to take time. That's just the problem. They got to develop. And then the other thing that I had was that, look at Trey Sermon with Justin Fields. He was really good. Oh, you took that guy. All right.
I sure did.
So we're just going to bypass my guy. Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So the guy that I had in the list that would have been at this option would have been Jacoby Myers. I think that dude is going to be – I think he's going to have 60 to 70 catches, and he's severely underrated. I mean, a lot of people are like, well, Nelson Aguilar got signed and Kendrick Bourne and Jonnu Smith. Yeah, great. Wonderful. Give me Jacoby. Yeah. He knows the offense. He knows what Bill Belichick expects, and he can easily have that Edelman kind of role.
Yeah, I like it.
But we've got enough running. We got enough wide receivers now. Do we need another running back?
The waiver is going to be so this is another reason in this format 100% wide receivers don't matter. They just don't.
Look what's left.
there is going to be so much on the waiver wire that is like worth taking a shot on.
Russell Gage, 100 targets. Christian Kirk, 80 targets. Emmanuel Sanders, 70 to 80 targets.
So this is our second to last pick. Okay, so I'm going to go with. I didn't get my.
No, this is it.
No, we're on 20.
It's
Oh,
round
20.
21.
This is it. Yeah.
This
Okay.
is it. That's what I'm saying.
So my thoughts right here are we either take a shot on Watson and just see
All
what
right.
happens, because then we can drop, right?
Yep.
Then we can drop him, go pick someone up off the waiver wire who's nice. Or we go look at a guy like Brian Edwards, who I love Ruggs, but I also like Edwards. I think both of them has a chance.
We got
to
30
really come out.
seconds. So
Yeah, I know. So I'm thinking those are my two thoughts.
is there anything in the running back cesspool?
No.
And we don't want to go second tight end.
No. So what you think? Edwards or Watson, y'all? Give me in the comments. Edwards, Watson.
10 seconds. We're making the pick in 5, 4. Radio silence. This is good.
I'm gonna go Edwards.
Watson. There we go, Watson. Dan said Watson.
Good,
And
I
you
picked
go
Edwards. I switched screens already.
Neither.
Kevin comes in for the end. The alley-oop. I took Edwards. You know what? We at the end of the day, we took a bunch of dart throws late at wide receiver. So my thought behind it is if we go with another guy like Edwards, we get a chance to look at these guys right out of the gates, kind of eliminate. We can drop somebody as we need to, kind of go after some of the other positions. And my thoughts on Deshaun is he's not going to play anyway this year, but it was kind of fun to think of that as if you said I took Deshaun Watson as my last pick in the draft and he played. Like, that's crazy. But I don't think he plays, so we'll see what happens.
All right, why don't we get back? You're good.
Hey, man. Appreciate you for stopping by, Kevin.
Hope you're doing good, man.
Watson, neither. Come on.
So why don't we get back to E-Plus question?
Yes.
Why don't we get back to the question of
where was it?
It's
Which one?
way up there, bro. That was like 55 comments ago. It was
What
which
was that?
two quarterbacks?
What
are some quarterback options that will jump over the ADP
It's the rookie.
in
It's a good
redraft?
one. Yeah.
So one that I think is probably there. We didn't take him, but I think Cam Newton. I know Mac Jones is there. I know
No,
it's
I can't
ugly.
But
I know most people won't. I know most people can't, but Cam is going to have every chance to be the quarterback one. They're not going to just hand the keys to the castle to Mac Jones yet. It's not happening yet. And Cam is basically free 99. He's on the discount rack at Aldi's. So if you know what I'm talking about at Aldi's, it's basically like the cheapest version of a food store, and he's on the clearance rack. Like you can get him they're like handing him to you. He's going to give you a couple weeks of decent quarterback play because if not, Mac's in the game.
Yeah.
Like that's just the thing. So he's playing for his next contract. So he's going to perform. I don't know who else you got, but that's the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, no, I definitely see the points. If you're talking about a couple weeks here and there, I do think that he'll have some upside and the potential to go out there and just ball out right out of the gates. And if he does ball out, then yeah, I think Belichick lets him play. That's definitely solid. But I think Mac Jones looks too good right now. I just don't think they can keep him off the field. Like they're committed to Mac Jones for the long run. They're not committed to Cam. So, if anything, is he going to get traded this year? No, but I think it's going to be more of a Ryan Fitzpatrick situation. Like Ryan Fitzpatrick looked pretty damn good, and then they knew Tua was the future, so they had to get him on the field, even though we were all a little worried about him coming back from the hip injury. So I think that Mac is going to be the guy at some point this season. So I am leery about Cam Newton, and that would be my reason, whether he looks good or not. Just because you kind of commit once you take that first round quarterback. And if he looks good, like Mac Jones has done nothing to not say he deserves a spot on the field at this point in the game. So unless New England comes out and they're just so bad that they want to protect them, like the offensive line can't block and things like that. But I think you see Mac sooner than later personally. So for me, it's all about the rookies, man. I think, it depends on your draft. Trey Lance and Justin Fields obviously are jumping pretty high in some of these drafts. But I still think they have a chance because of their legs to really outperform their ADP, and that's the question. So for redraft, these guys are what rounds did we see them go in here?
It's super late. Another guy I like is Carson Wentz. I just looked him up on Sleeper. He's quarterback 34.
Yeah, especially with him being
stupid low. That's stupid low. I get it. he was hideous last year in Philly. Like,
Yeah,
it was bad. It was like almost Daniel Jones level bad.
yeah.
Like that like there's no coming back from that. But he's got a better offensive line.
Back with Frank Reich.
Marty just said we meet up in week 7. That's awesome. Well, we just donate. Yeah, we just give the W.
Of course, he set that up. I love it.
I just think that I don't think Wentz has got a top 10 ceiling, but I don't think he's QB 34. I think that's just silly. I think he can easily outshoot the ADP. He's probably going a lot later in drafts because of the broken foot, which he's now been reported today that he's going to be back in practice tomorrow. He's got decent weapons. I don't want to say he's got elite weapons, but he's got decent weapons. He's got Jonathan Taylor, who's probably his best running back he's ever played with, ever. So I just don't. I mean, Nyheim Hines is a good dump-off candidate, too. Like,
Kylan Granson is showing up big time. He's a route runner. He's not a blocker. He is a route running tight end. So.
Yeah. So I think Wentz, Zach Wilson's definitely a good one. You know, he's low-key. Like, he's going to go.
Zach Wilson, man, I don't care where you had Zach Wilson at this point a month ago. But that dude balled out. The off-platform, the arm angles that he was throwing with the zip on the passes, he was looking like the real deal out there. Like he said, Aaron Rodgers is my guy that I've really looked up to. And he had a little, like, if you just watch him and you kind of picture that Aaron Rodgers piece, like, I'm not saying he's Aaron Rodgers, but 100% he looked like Aaron Rodgers in that preseason game. He looked like flashes of that Aaron Rodgers, like just the effortless, like the way he commanded the offense. He didn't look stressed out. He was able to like just chuck the ball wherever he wanted, whenever he wanted, however he wanted. And you just don't see that from a rookie like that. Like I can see why they took him number 2 now. And I still, I still got Trey Lance and Justin Fields over Wilson personally. But damn, I was questioning the hell out of myself after watching that game. Like, Zach Wilson is way more ready than I was thinking.
Chris Sims looked good.
Man.
Right?
It literally looked like Aaron Rodgers. Crazy.
How many people were pooing on Chris Sims for saying that he was QB1 over T-Law, right? And for good reason. Like, there was nothing that lended ourselves to that. But now we're looking at Zach Wilson, where I'm looking at him as his floor is Drew Lock. Right? Like, no. I think that's what that's where his floor is, right? Because he has that kind of swagger, he has that kind of energy, he has that kind of arm that he can make the kind of plays. Yeah. I think that's his floor. His ceiling is where everybody wants to go to, right? He's the next Patrick Mahomes. He's the next, he's the next A-Rod. He doesn't need to be that. He just needs to be the guy that can command that team. The Jets are starving for somebody to take the lead, and they've got Elijah Moore now, which he has very clear, like rapport with. So I'm not worried. I think Elijah Moore is going to ball. Corey Davis has been getting a ton of targets, so they brought him in some weapons. Let's see what happens with Denzel Mims, Jamison Crowder. One of those two is going to figure themselves out. Seems like Tyler Kroft actually has become a really good weapon for him. They got to find him a running back. So find him somebody decent, and the Jets
I still think Michael Carter is solid, man. I know he's not getting to play right now, but I think they're going to work him into it. I do think he's a really solid back. He has great receiving skills. So let's see. Tevin Coleman's going to do Tevin Coleman things, and we'll go from there. But hey, Michael mentioned right here the offensive line. They got a solid line. That defense is trash, so they're going to be throwing a whole bunch, but Corey Davis is massively underrated. Elijah Moore is going to have a chance to be the top dog when it's said and done as a wide receiver this year. With Jamar Chase struggling a little bit, I think Elijah Moore is going to be in that conversation and have the chance. Like we knew coming in, we're like, okay, he can play the slot, but can he play outside? And then all you saw all offseason is him dominating from the outside as well. So I think that ceiling went way up for Elijah Moore. Zach Wilson, man, again, it's just the command.
And that's what it is, right?
It's
the command. It's gonna be the leadership. It's gonna be the intangibles that's really gonna determine and dictate whether or not
And I'm that corny like dude that's all about, if you've listened to my Elite Seekers podcast before, as far as the underclassmen go, I'm a coach background and I'm all about that mental side. And Zach Wilson, I wasn't really sure. Like there was a lot of publicity on his crazy mom and all that stuff going on, but he didn't really come out. You didn't hear a lot from him, but he kept his head down. He kept working. And I know all about Robert Saleh, like coming from that Seahawks coaching tree as well, from that Pete Carroll coaching tree. He is that energy dude. And whether you love the Seahawks, hate the Seahawks, love Pete Carroll, hate Pete Carroll is a player's coach, and he will make an average dude feel like the most Pro Bowl player ever because he will pour all that extra energy that he has into them. Like Pete Carroll is the oldest coach in the league, but he acts like one of the youngest, right? And I think Robert Saleh, like we saw that, with San Francisco. We saw what he was able to do with Seattle, as an assistant. So from that situation, I think if he's pouring into Zach Wilson and Zach Wilson's looking like he is already, and you're not hearing he's like, hey, Zach, keep your head down. Just keep working. We're going to get this. Like, I believe in you. This is my team. We drafted you. Like, this kid is going to have all the confidence in the world coming off of a season where he just dominated everybody he played. You could say what you want about, not enough film and it was a one season and this and that. Yeah, you're right. But it was all, you could say the same thing about Trey Lance, right? Or competition level on any of those things. But we're seeing what this kid is doing in preseason. And I understand that, man, bringing that offense out there, it is going to be crazy. Yeah, I agree with you. That Shanny East offense, man, it's going to be wild. So Zach Wilson, wherever you had him, man, it's wheels up. It's go get him. It's Zach Wilson to the moon. New York Jets are not going to be the New York Jets you're used to. They are going to be ready to play. And I think that it's going to be a bright future for this team.
Yeah, I do. I agree. I think they're going to probably struggle a bit this year just because the defense is just literal. There's just not enough talent for them, especially when you're considering the division they're in. Well, when you consider what division they're in, right? Like they're easily the fourth worst. They're easily the worst team in the division. Yeah. Like the other three teams are playoff teams. And that's the difficult. I think that's going to probably be the ultimate like bugaboo of the Jets probably for the next year or two. Because you're going to have, you've got Josh Allen's not going anywhere. The Bills aren't going anywhere anytime soon right now. Miami's on the up and up. And then you got New England, who are still really good. So that's going to be a tough 6 games for them for a while. And I'm not saying that they can't overcome Josh Allen. They can't do a 3-3 split out of the division. But that's going to be 6 games this year that are going to probably be like losses for them. I would be shocked if they're 2-4 or better. Like they're just going to be bad in the division. And I think Jets fans just need to see one thing this year, and that is the development of Zach Wilson. That is the biggest thing, like establishing his leadership and establishing what he can do, and then develop around him. Like that is the biggest, developing Michael Carter, developing Elijah Moore, getting that talent around him. So that way next off season, if they find maybe one more wideout or one good tight end, like maybe like a Jalen Weidemeyer or, Charlie Kohler that can help out on the offensive side, but then just load into the defense and do what the Colts did. Just load into the defense and let that defense build. So,
yeah, man, I definitely think you're on the right track. I think, if they come in and they get anywhere from 5 to 7 wins and Zach Wilson flashes some big games and takes care of the ball and, Elijah Moore looks like the stud and maybe even, finishes top 3 and as far as offensive rookie of the year or potentially wins it or one of these quarterbacks, right? Yeah. He's a wide receiver, so it's got to be more the quarterback situation typically. But if they come out and do some of these things, it's going to be an interesting team. And I hate to become the podcast that's talking all about the New York Jets, but hey, man, they did a lot of great things this offseason, starting with hiring Robert Saleh, then moving on to Zach Wilson. I think, obviously losing Greg Knapp as well was a really tough blow to the team, the assistant coach there.
Yeah.
And I think there's always that little piece. I think you're going to see these teams go out there and really.
Serge was watching.
I knew he was, man. But
we knew he was taking our picks.
But yeah, I think playing for Greg Knapp, it always brings something different to your team when you're playing for something like that, right? It creates that true family meaning. I think Salah understands that. They're going to bring that together, and they're going to give it everything they got. So I think you hit it dead on. It's all about development for them. Shout out to Serge, though. Man, Serge, we knew you were watching. You were in there sniping.
We knew somebody else was watching. There was no way that all of our picks kept going off the board.
He said, for the record, I was screaming, why is OBJ still there? Appreciate you, Serge. If you can like and subscribe, man, definitely we jump on here from time to time. So, Marty, you are the man. Sent everybody the link. It was a blast. I think we got to do more, whether it's mocks or live drafts or whatever. We're happy to jump in. Or if you want us to roast some teams, I think we're capable of doing that as well. We might bring on, Jay or JB or Ray, see what everybody's up to. But it'd always be fun to roast some teams too. So roast some leagues all together. It's always fun, just for fun, right? Yeah, but hey, man, we about to crack 2 hours. So how you feeling? You still good over there?
I'm still good. I feel like, is there any other questions that anybody has? I mean, I know it's late. Yeah. I know it's late on my side of the world, but I still got a little bit of time where I could not feel like I'm falling beyond like 5 times on camera tonight.
If there is any questions, definitely appreciate those. If you got any preseason stuff, but DK, Gallup, and Ruggs were on my list. Man, I'm not hate. Hey, if you check out my Twitter, it's a DK in the header. I'm DK Metcalf all day. I think you got the wide receiver 1. I'm saying it right now. It's gonna be him or Devontae, but I think DK is the wide receiver 1 this season. Come at me, bro. Don't care. But yeah, Ruggs, love his upside. Gallup in that offense, love his upside too. So.
I didn't mind. Listen, I don't hate the DK being the overall one. We had this conversation the other night in the Destination Derby Discord. Yeah. Somebody brought out the numbers, projections of like 1,700 yards and 16 touchdowns. Yeah. I don't think he gets to that high, and the reason that I say that is not because. Thank you, Marty. Not because. I don't think he has the talent. I just think in order for him to get to that high, he's got to be in an outlier season, right? So like if he's going for 17, he's going to $2,000. Like he's going to have like that 110, 2015 season where like it's all time historic. I think for what I'm thinking, like 100 yards a game is a really high, like that is kind of like almost like a ceiling level where we think he's going to be. And he's got Jalen Ramsey twice, and he's not historically done well against Jalen Ramsey. So if we're saying, all right, he gets 75 yards in each game, you still got to go now 105, 110 a game in the rest of the games. Can he do it? Absolutely. I'm not going to I don't think either one of us disagree that DK can't do it. I just don't know that he can keep up the 15.5 yards per catch if he's going over the middle. Right, because he's going to now have more bodies that he has to. Like one of the big things that DK is really good at is beating you one-on-one on the outside. Like that is his elite. That's his elite talent, and to be able to catch it and go. And if he's got to run through 3 or 4 people, I just don't know that he keeps up a 15.5. That's the only thing.
Yep. No, that's fair. That's definitely fair. My projection for him, I am predicting 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns. I'm putting that out there. So it's a big year. But I think Shane Waldron coming in as new offensive coordinator from the Rams, you're going to see an uptick on the passing side. And I think what's going to happen is they're going to be willing to force DK the ball because you're going to see, we've already seen what he can do on the go routes. We've already seen what he can do on the slant routes. He's a killer on both of those. Now you're going to get some of those drag routes. You're probably going to see a lot more wide receiver screens, which he is a monster in the screen game as well. So I think with the uptake in just a few more targets a game, that his ability will be there. Because last year, what we saw is he just blew people out of the water. He just run as fast as you can, just bust through press coverage, any kind of coverage. Doesn't matter. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to get next to you, and I'm going to beat you down the field. I'm just going to muscle by you. But now they're going to have a whole lot more counters. I think they learned a lot from that. Shane Waldron is a smart, creative guy. So I think they understand if they want to keep DK happy and Russ happy, that they're going to have to find that way. And then Tyler Lockett's just going to do Tyler Lockett things and just kind of, he's still going to eat as well. He's going to have a chance to fly around the field as Russ escapes the pocket, keeps things alive. Him and Tyler have that just crazy ability to know where each other's at. So I love it. I think DK is great. Man, Lance, it was a privilege to draft with you as well, man. Appreciate it. Marty, have a good night. man, I know it's late out there for you, super late in the Atlantic time, even past East Coast, so it's crazy. Should be able to double that minimum versus Arizona. Yeah, man. I think DK is going to have some games. You're going to probably see, my guess is at least 200-yard games from DK this year. So
very possible. Very possible. He's got
and
that.
If that happens, like those kind of things are going to have to happen. So I really believe it will be interesting if that happens. I can't see it just because Ridley, Diggs, Adams. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like those guys are going to be all right there. So I just think, DK.
I think it's going to be
some
a fun
games.
I think the top tier is going to be extremely elite this year.
It is. Yeah.
Extremely elite.
Ooh, here we go. Trade, Superflex Dynasty. Dan said, Deshaun Watson or Baker and Mac Jones. Give me the 2 quarterbacks. That's easy for me, especially with the question. Deshaun is a superstar. I would even say that's probably more of an even trade if Deshaun was playing. Like that would be pretty close for me. I might take Watson if that was the case, if there's no issues, but it would be close because anytime you can get 2 decent young quarterbacks with some upside, which I think Baker is coming into his own. I think they did a good job there. He's not elite, but he's good and he's young. And Mac Jones, from what we've seen so far, I believe in him. So for easily with what's going on with Watson, I'm taking Baker and Mac.
That's 1 high-end QB1 when he's on the field for 2 high-end QB2s.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly how I look at them.
Trade seekers.
Like seriously, like Baker,
we got you.
Baker and Mac are probably going to be in that 12 to 16 range, 17 range.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to get that deal in 6 weeks, 5 weeks. Bet. I think that'll go crazy. As soon as Mac's announced as a starter, it's going to be over. It'll be over. That deal won't happen. So, man, Serge, cheers as well. Thank you, man. Really appreciate drafting with you. You had a hell of a draft. Really, really did. So. Awesome. Well,
your name next time.
B, I am gonna kick it over to you, man. Anything you're working on, anything you got going on, anything you want people to check out or pay attention to before we get out of here?
No, I mean, just subscribe to Elite Seekers. I know we've been doing this over the summer. I know you hinted at it earlier. We're gonna probably do some stuff in season, me and you.
Yep.
You'll be obviously going full steam, double time. On some of the Elite Seeker episodes. It's starting, college season's right around the corner. It's like right around the corner. It's so that's going to be the kind of stuff. Yeah, man. That's stay tuned. Like and subscribe to the Destination Devy pod, which is also Elite Seekers. Wake up with Ray. I know Ray will be on tomorrow. There's a lot of There's a lot of fun stuff that's coming, right? It's finally football season. We'll stop with some of these predictions and start seeing some reality and some actions. Yep. So we'll start to see if all of our takes were bad or not. Maybe we'll have maybe we need to have a pod where we just do a bunch, or maybe we just need to do an episode of one of these right before the season where we compile some hot takes from us, maybe like our top 5, top 10 hot takes of the season and come back to them.
That's what it's all about. Yeah, huge shout out to everybody that's a part of Destination Devy, man. B, obviously jumping on here. We got JB, Jordan Backus. We got Ray. Everybody knows Ray. I'm not even gonna say it. Everybody knows
Ray. If you don't know Ray,
it's a crew. Shout out to the whole squad. Always jumping in comments wherever we are. And you know what the best part is? I just love the squad is out there doing their own thing. So there's a whole bunch of shows. I feel like we should just do a show where we bring people on from the squad that are out there now branching out and doing their shows and stuff like that. So
we need to get Mike. We need to get Mike on.
Hell yeah. That would be it.
Even if we just get his microphone.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We can get the radio face. It's okay. We can get the radio face.
So many great things going on. Definitely go out there. Check out the podcast. Wake Up with Ray G. Obviously, we got Jay Rich as well as the producer there. So 2 amazing guys, Monday through Friday live at 5 a.m. Eastern or 5 a.m. Pacific time. So 8 a.m. Eastern.
There ain't no way Ray's open that open.
5 a.m. for me out here on Pacific.
5 a.m. for you. It's
8 a.m. Eastern. Go check it out. Please make sure to subscribe to their podcast as well. But they're killing it, man. Absolutely killing out. You can check them out on the YouTube as well. It's on which YouTube is it on, Brandon?
It's on the it's on it's on Bet's TV. It's on Bet's TV. It's on Bet's TV, but it's also the Wake Up with Ray G is the
That's a little area it's under, but that's what what you're finding in the podcast is Wake Up with Ray G. So if you miss it at 8 o'clock in the morning, or for you 5 o'clock in the morning, because you're enjoying those sweet nothings in bed,
check the podcast for him.
You can click the podcast. It's normally out about an hour or so afterwards. Jay Rich normally gets it up, and so that way
that'd be massive. Yep. And hey, we'll just subscribe here. We'll be rocking with you guys. Probably you might see before the NBA season kicks off, you might see some basketball content with Elite Seekers as well. You're going to see a whole lot more branching out. So if you're into the basketball game as well, be ready. I'm ready. So you see it up here. Let's get it. But hey, that's all we got tonight. Thank you so much for rocking with us in the comments. Thank you for kicking it with us. It's been way too long. We've been out here 2 hours. But thanks so much. That's all we got. Elite Seekers out. Peace.